Hello, everyone. Welcome to my NFL picks for Week 10, and it's going to be crazy. Week 9, didn't do too well. I think I was 8-4 or 8-5, excuse me, for the week, and so was Jason, 8-5. Jason Inc. And of course, you know, I hope for the Bengals, and they lost last Thursday. This Thursday night game, let's see who's playing. Washington Redskins and Minnesota Vikings. I don't know why the Minnesota Vikings keeps getting primetime shows when they won the worst team in football, but they for some reason are. I mean, of course, Redskins ain't far down to the worst team in football, but I won't go with the Skins this week again, Redskins. So I'm pulling for Redskins out of that game. I just don't think the Vikings got what it takes. They're playing in Minnesota. Next game at 1 o'clock Sunday is the Seattle Seahawks versus the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons. This is probably going to be, could be I don't know. I think Seahawks, boy, they come close to losing last week to the worstest team in football, Tampa Bay. So I'm a little, I don't understand that little deal. But I'm still going to go ahead and pull for them Seahawks. I believe they got what it takes to beat the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons got their tail kicked by Carolina Panthers this week, which I went for the Panthers. Brother-in-law and my wife's favorite teams. You probably hear noise behind me. I got my son Dalton. He's running around acting crazy. He's finally able to walk if you watched the video earlier, Dalton. But anywho, move back on. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals versus Baltimore Ravens. And you all know that I'm a Bengal for life, but we lost we got a big player in Geno Atkins last week, but I still think if we play like we got some sense and everybody works together and then don't turn over the ball 5 times or 4 times and all that, and they don't need to go in overtime because my boys are wearing down. They badly need a bye week, which they're getting not this in about 2 weeks, I believe. But they got to go against the Baltimore, Maryland, and the Cleveland Browns at home next week, and then we get that much-needed bye week. Of course, we have had 10 days off now between now and Sunday, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep it real and pull for and believe in my team, the Cincinnati Bengals, are going to pull off a win against Baltimore. Hoo-ah. Hooray. Anywho, next game. Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears. Now that right there, my friends, I think will be a hell of a game. Now I just don't know who to pick for. They both 5-3, tied with Green Bay for #1 in the NFC North division, and so it's a rivalry game, and I think I'm going now. Chicago beat Cincinnati, it's the first game of the year, and we beat Detroit a few weeks back. And I think I'm going to go. I'm going on the fly here, and I might bite my tongue. But I think I'm going to go with them Detroit Lions for the win this coming Sunday at 1 o'clock game. All right, next game is Green Bay versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think I'm going to easily say that I'm going to go pull for Green Bay. I pull for them about every game this year, and they've done me good pretty much. Green Bay's 5-3, where the Eagles are 4-5. So I'm going to have to go with my Green Bay on this one, I believe. I think Green Bay's going to have what it takes. Sorry for the noise behind me. My son Dalton's got a envelope that he's tiring up. You know how kids love the sound of paper rattling. When they get older, they're going to be liking to hear the sound of money jingling. But anywho, the next game is St. Louis Rams versus the Indianapolis Colts. I think I'm just going to easily say that I'm pulling for the Colts on this game. So I believe the Colts has got what it takes, even though come close to losing Sunday night, last week's Sunday night game. So I'm going to pull for the Colts on that one. Next game is the Oakland Raiders versus the New York Giants, excuse me. Let's see here. Both are pretty much dead last in their division. And Oakland Raiders got 3-5, and the Giants has got a 2-6. And I've already pulled for the Giants one time in a big upset. And you know what? I don't know. I'm flipping on this one. I kind of thought about the Raiders, but now since I don't know. I think I'm going to go for the New York Giants on this one. I think they may have something. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Let me think about it. Come on. Give me the cord back, you silly goose. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to make a decision here live on YouTube, on Lee No Problem YouTube channel. Right here on Lee No Problem TV. But anywho, I'm going to go, I don't know, let me do the mini money mo thing. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to sling the bat, and I'm going to go for New York Giants. Next game is Buffalo versus the Steelers. Let me take a look here at what I don't know. Again, this is another game that's both are the worst in their division. And I am going to go with the Buffalo Bills on that game. Tennessee versus Jacksonville, I'm going to say it's easy. I'm going for Tennessee on that one. Carolina Panther game and the 49ers, that's going to be a tough game. That's going to be another damn good game this week. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube and on the internet about some of this. It's flickered on back and forth. A lot of people think the 49ers got what it takes against the Carolina Panthers. But you know what? I just got a gut feeling, and I'm going to go for the Carolina Panthers to win this game. And it ain't going to be a big, I don't know if they're going to wash them out like the Carolina Panthers have been washing everybody else out when they play them. But they could be. So, Jason, I'm going to go with your guys, the Carolina Panthers, for this Sunday night at 4:05 game. Next game, Houston against the Cardinals this week. And I am going to easily say, and I'm pulling for the Cardinals at this game. I believe they got what it takes. I don't know, though. Let me look again here. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Cardinals again this week. Oh, our old Bengal quarterback is there. Palmer. So I guess I'll go ahead and pull for an old Bengal guy. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals on that game. Next game is Denver Broncos versus the San Diego Chargers, and I'm going to go with the Broncos on that one. I ain't really got to sit there and think about that much. So I just think I'm going to go ahead and keep it real with the, Denver Broncos on that one. My son's getting rowdy over there. And the next game is Dallas Cowboys versus the my tongue getting tired. New Orleans Saints, and I'm going to go with the Saints on this game because I went with Dallas a couple times and they just not. I don't know. They scare me sometimes because I pull for them, they lose, and if I don't pull for them, they win. So I'm going to go with the Saints on this game. And with that, setting us into the Monday night game, which is Miami Dolphins versus the worstest team in football, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they almost come off of a win against one of the best teams in football, Seattle last week. And Miami beat my favorite team, and I think the best football team in the world, Cincinnati Bengals. So I'm a little tore. They hurt one of my main guys. But I think that I'm going to have to go with Miami Dolphins this week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think. Let me think on that while I'm thinking. Dalton, what do you think? What would you do? Who would you go for? You know what? I'm going to go with the Fishes here. I thought Miami, but I don't know, my friend. Of course, they're 0-8. Miami's 4-4. You put that together, that's 8. They still got a bye. They still got a chance for the playoffs. And I always go for underdog some games this week. What do you think? It's Wednesday, guys. And I'm going to take a chance here. But I think that I'm going to pull for an upset, if you want to call it an upset, for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to pull for the Buccaneers this week and see what they can do. Alrighty, well, phone's ringing. I got to go. See you next time.
What are you doing?